Hello, everyone. My name is Sean. I am still the Crypto Smith. Today, gonna do something a little different. All right. This one though isn't gonna be a technical dive into some new project or crypto or XRP or XLM. None of that. We're gonna get into some good old-fashioned drama. Now, everybody loves drama, even though you say you don't, but you love to get into it. You like to read it, right? It's a bus crash. It's a train wreck. You can't turn away. So we've got some crypto Twitter drama between the Jimmy Valley, Val Hill of Val Hill Capital, and Crypto Airy and John Deaton and a bunch of other people who are kind of hashing it out over the Twitter sphere. So let's get right into this one. So this all has to do with the confidential committee from Val Hill Capital. That is basically they're investigating like what would the real world price be if XRP was used for all the money, right? Let's say that, even though, that's not going to happen. XRP is not going to move all the money, but that's for another video. So what we're talking about here is that committee came up with a price or coming up with different pricing models in private. They're doing their own thing. Nobody's paying them to do it. They came together on their own. And there's different people on this committee, lawyers and heads of companies and, social media influencers. So they've come together and come up with different scenarios. If XRP was used for X, Y, and Z, the price should be, this. So that's what they're doing. But a document was leaked. Somehow, don't exactly know who leaked it, but a document was leaked that shows what they're doing and what they expect to get paid if this whole XRP buyback were to happen. And the XRP buyback is, let's say the government, whoever, says this is a national security issue. We're going to take control of the XRP ledger and XRP and use it for payments going forward. So everybody's going to have to give up their XRP. Right. So they're putting together a proposal that says, hey, if that ever happens, the government would need to reimburse the XRP holders, however many thousands of dollars per XRP. Right. They've come up with some pretty crazy numbers. Some people, think that's realistic. Some people don't. And obviously it causes a lot of tension. So what they've done. So now in building this proposal, they've come up with a fee structure, how it would technically work and what this confidential committee or Val Hill Capital would get paid. And they came up with this, and I blew this up a little bit so that you could read it. The confidential committee entitled to reimbursement for all expenses reasonably incurred in the connection with the due diligence, structuring, valuation, implementation of the proposed transaction, right? Which obviously has almost a 0% chance of ever happening. Right. And they've said this before, right? To their credit, they've said the chance of this thing really happening is really, really, really low. But they're saying they estimate their current fee to be at $100 million in the aggregate, in the form of which will be reimbursed by the USA Corporation to Val Hill and any such members of the confidential committee in ESDRs. So also on top of that, if they're working on your behalf, let's say you sign up to be a part of this whole system here, and they're going to be working on your behalf. You're also going to have to pay a 1% fee. Not a big deal, right? Right? If they're able to get you $10,000 per XRP, that 1% fee, I think you're going to be okay with that. But that's not really the point here. Okay, so then on top of that, you have to give up your crypto keys to your XRP wallet. So you're going to give it up to that confidential committee. They're going to work on your behalf. But also, if something were to happen, and things got messed up and your XRP disappeared, there's no way you could sue them. Like, you have to basically sign away your rights. You're going to give up your XRP, and if something doesn't work out and you don't get your money or you don't get your XRP back, you have zero recourse whatsoever. So, all of that, seems outlandish, right? But what does it matter to me? Right? It doesn't hurt me. If they want to think that they can do that, fine. If people want to sign up for it, or if somebody doesn't believe in it, right? You don't have to. You just keep on walking. It's not a big deal, right? Scroll through, not a problem. The problem, I think, comes in when they've used John Deaton's name in this document without his consent as somebody else to maybe perhaps get paid. So it makes him look like he's involved in this somehow, and he's not. So that really makes this whole thing look really bad. On top of the fact, obviously, it's very far-fetched to begin with, but like I said, what does it matter, right? If they want to get together and form a committee, nobody's paying them. It's not taking anything out of your pocket. It's not hurting anybody. And they come up with these, crazy scenarios, and the government's going to, take our XRP, but they're going to have to pay for it. And they need somebody to represent, all the XRP holders who want to be involved in that deal. I mean, honestly, it all makes sense, on the surface. The details, once they start to come to light, it's kind of another story. And then this whole leaked document, and Jimmy Valhill is basically, trying to say that Crypto Aerie is the one who leaked it, and she's basically an American. She lives in Japan, very heavy into XRP, great content creator as well. So there's just a lot of back and forth. The real question is, why did this leak the term sheet? We did not leak it. She did. Why? So, and they go back and forth on this. And Molly Elmore, who's a clever hummingbird who has a YouTube channel as well, and she's very big into XRP, and I believe she might sit on this committee as well. We know Crypto Lulu, who's on the committee. Now, he's got a ton of FUD coming his direction. He hasn't even put out a video in the last couple of days, which is kind of strange, but he's probably letting things die down. I totally get it. He says he's not part of that valuation or that compensation type committee, and there's more than one committee within the committee. So he's just an influencer to give kind of outside insight as to what XRP holders, the regular Joe, you and me, might think about things and how things should play out and valuations and that kind of stuff. So he just kind of gives his opinion within this committee as far as that's what he's saying. And he has nothing to do and had no idea about this compensation type agreement that they were working on. So it's unfortunate for him and several others, but a lot of these other influencers, Moon Lambo, Digital Perspectives, several others are all basically back and forth on how this it looks really, really bad. And it does. I agree. But, at the end of the day, if you don't want to deal with it, if you don't think it's real, if you think it's a scam, you think they're just trying to do it to make money, I get it. But you can just walk on by. You scroll on by. You don't have to read it. You don't have to interact. It's not really hurting anybody. I do see the other side where it could lead unsuspecting, naive, new XRP investors that, that these price predictions are real. $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 XRP, and maybe that's going to influence somebody. I don't know. This is why you're supposed to do your own research. Make sure you understand what you hold. Make sure you never give up keys to your crypto. All those kind of things that people need to do in this space. So this is just my opinion on this whole drama situation going on right now. We've got the confidential committee. We've got a leaked document. We got the XRP buyback. Whether you believe in that or not, right? It doesn't really matter if you do or not. My personal opinion, no. The chance of that happening is super, super, super tiny. The outrageous broker fees. There's also a part in there where they're basically paying, not offering, but stating that they would be having to make donations basically to different regulators, probably government officials, which, kind of seems like bribery. But, when you look at the totality of the political system we have here, these aren't bribes. These are just donations, political donations and whatnot. They'll write it off. They'll take the money. We'll just say that. You have to give up your XRP, you give it to them. But if anything happens, you can't sue anybody, can't sue them, can't sue their family members, and you're just screwed out of your XRP if it doesn't work. And then the John Deaton situation, obviously that's the worst part of it, bringing somebody in who wasn't part of it, basically making him look bad, and he's a really good guy in this XRP community. So that's all there is out there. If you're concerned about it, it's nothing to be concerned about. Obviously, this confidential committee is probably going to be quiet for a while because they're catching all sorts of grenades over this one. But anyway, that was it. I just wanted to cover a little bit of drama going on out there, right? Because it's fun. You want to look at I enjoyed it anyway. So now, having gone through all of that, I want to let you guys know, since this video is going to drop probably sometime in the middle of the day on Monday, tonight, join me over on Crypto Talk Now's channel. We're going to do a Utility Talk Now show starting tonight, Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. With Max and I, we're going to be talking about pretty much ISO tokens only. So it should be fun. So come on over. I'll include the link in the description below. And with that, we will see you guys next time.